Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to some more Pokemon action. I'm your host Ryan, and today we're doing a little something different. We are doing a VGC tournament from Twitter. If you guys remember the Lithio region, that's what we are playing. They have a tournament, and already I hate this guy's team so much. So it's going to be Kangaskhan, Salamence, Togekiss, Hydreigon, Bisharp, and Smeargle. So, unfortunately, I don't really understand the rulings, but for some reason they don't want any legendaries whatsoever, which is... I mean, hey, listen, Miguel, you watch my stuff, I hope. What's up with the no legendaries? You know, I don't get that. So unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck in a position where I don't really have a safe way to set up Trick Room against these guys. I'm going to bring Mr. Mime in the lead. I'm going to bring Camerupt. I'm going to bring Ferrothorn. And I think I'm going to bring Gastrodon. Now, the reasoning behind all of that... first of all, I got nothing to stop Smeargle. Which is a little unfortunate. But, you know, we'll just roll with it. It's best 2 out of 3, no big deal. But basically, this team's supposed to have a Cresselia as the Trick Room setter, which allows me to safely set up against Hydreigon, against Bisharp, against Aegislash, all that jazz. But because I'm not allowed to use Cresselia for some reason, this team has to rely on the Trick Room core of Dusclops and Mr. Mime. Now, they're very good Trick Room setters, don't get me wrong, but neither of them can really safely set up against either of those two, so it's a little unfortunate. Now, what I think I'm going to do here... Oh, my phone's ringing, of course. So he didn't start off with Smeargle or Bisharp or anything like that, so I'm kind of curious as to why. I think if I want to do something good here, I can Quick Guard and go for just like a straight Earth Power or something. But I think I'm just going to go for the Trick Room. I'm not going to Protect. I'm going to go for the Earth Power onto the Kangaskhan, because if he does want to fake out the Mr. Mime, which if I was him, I would, this would be the turn to do it. So we'll see. We will see. I'm taking notes. I'm going back to the old habits of actual VGC tournaments. I'm just super nervous right now. I mean, I'm trying to convince myself it doesn't matter, but I really want that $20 gift card. So he's actually going to fake out Camerupt, which is not what I would have done if I was him. And he goes for Safeguard. Okay, so... Interesting. Interesting. I also really have to poop. And it's only because I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. This is literally counts for nothing. Nothing happens here. Nothing bad is gonna happen. So I think I'm just gonna go for a double. No. We're gonna go for the Psychic onto Kangaskhan, and I'm gonna go for the Heat Wave. Now my Mr. Mime is really bulky, so okay. So I should have gone for the Dazzling Gleam. I forgot about Follow Me. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, see, oh, that was a crit. Okay. That's my bad. I didn't realize that was a crit. Now, he's probably going to Double Edge. No, Power Up Punch. What? What? Okay. That's actually pretty interesting. Now, assuming that he is a standard Kangaskhan, I think we'll expect a Sucker Punch. So, believe it or not, I'm actually really glad I let my Camerupt get faked out earlier, because not only do we have Trick Room up, but I can go for Quick Guard to prevent the Sucker Punch from happening, and I can go for a nice Heat Wave. So that should take them both out, which is pretty cool. Yep, he is going to go for the Sucker Punch. Beautiful. And they should both go down. Now, the crit might have mattered. I really do think that my Heat Wave should be a 2-hit KO. So I don't know if it mattered too much, but we'll see. Now I'm expecting maybe the Hydreigon or the Salamence to come in. I mean, actually, that'd be really silly if he brought Well, he has no choice. He has only 2 Pokemon left. So it is going to be the Hydreigon, which, again, I can just go for Dazzling Gleam. And if it's the Bisharp, though, it is the Bisharp. Curiously, I think I'm just going to go for the Dazzling Gleam. And you know what? I'm going to take a huge risk. I'm going to go for Heat Wave. I know he's probably going to Sucker Punch me and kill me, but I do have Ferrothorn in the back. So I don't know if oh, he's not going to Sucker Punch me. Oh, cool. So he's just totally dead. Oh, he doesn't even have Focus Sash? What? Okay, well, that is game 1. That is game 1, indeed. Now, he did say that he doesn't play VGC, but truth be told, if you play any Pokemon, any format of Pokemon, the knowledge transfers over well enough, and he has a pretty damn standard team, so it's not only standard, but very strong, so I expect the game 2 to not be nearly as dominant as the first game. I think he's just getting involved into, like, okay, what's his team do, and so on and so forth. But that's cool. I'm gonna quickly bring up Twitter. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Awesome. Okay, well, I was just typing on Twitter. I apologize. So let's see. I mean, we got a pretty good read on his team, except for the last 2, because we just one-shot both of them. I think the best thing I can do here is actually bring in Dusclops and Camerupt, because Dusclops will be able to survive against Hydreigon and Bisharp most likely. If he starts off with both, that's kind of really bad for me. I am going to bring Ferrothorn again, because I like Ferrothorn. And I don't really need Gastrodon, do I? No, I do. Gastrodon's pretty important. Gastrodon's basically the only way I have to beat both the Salamence and the Hydreigon if my... Oh, I didn't bring Mr. Mime. Oh my god, that was such a dumb play. Okay, well, whatever. We'll see what he starts off with. I'm expecting... Okay, so Smeargle instead. Oh, I hate Smeargle. This team doesn't really have anything for Smeargle because Smeargle wasn't really used in VGC 15 that much. Kangaskhanite and Focus Sash, so that's why he didn't have Sash on the Bisharp. I mean, Smeargle doesn't really need Sash. It does get one shot, but you don't need to build like anything on it. You don't need to build attack. You don't need to build. Well, you do need speed. Ooh, excuse me, speed. But if you're running, like for me, I run Trick Room, so I don't really need speed on my Smeargles. All right, let's think about this carefully. He can only fake out my Camerupt, right? So I'm going to bank on a miss here. I'm going to bank on a huge miss, and I'm going to Mega Evolve and Protect. So if he doesn't Mega Evolve, he is going to Mega Evolve, so he's not Scrappy, which means he's most likely Inner Focus, or whatever other options Kangaskhan has. Early Bird, I don't know why anyone would ever run Early Bird, but there you go. See, the one thing that I really despise about VGC is that Dark Void Smeargle is legal. It really, in all theory and all like concepts, it should not be legal. It should not be legal in the least bit. Oh, we do avoid, so that's actually, woo, that is beautiful. Now, okay, we got a special defense. Like, honestly, it should not be legal, and that's not just me being salty, it's Darkrai is not legal, so if a Pokemon that is not legal is not allowed in the game, why is its signature move that only comes with that Pokemon allowed? That makes no sense. I don't... See, the problem with this lead is that I actually do not have a way to hit the Smeargle effectively, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to really, like, this is super risky. I'm gonna burn the Kangaskhan, and I'm gonna go for an Earth Power onto the Smeargle. This is super risky. Oh, Wide Guard. Ooh, now that is really cool. You don't see that very often. Okay, so I missed. That's okay. He missed the Dark Void. Nothing you can do about that. But we are gonna pop his Sash. He's not gonna die, obviously. But by going for Earth Power, he did waste a turn. I mean, Wide Guard. He did waste a turn, not putting me to sleep. Would I have done that? Probably not. A Heat Wave is not enough. Oh, what did he just get? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, well. A Heat Wave's not enough to KO both of his Pokemon, so there's no way. Now, he's going to Sucker Punch me. He's at +2. Can I survive that? Probably. Probably. I probably can. He's not going to Sucker Punch me. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this Smeargle, which is good, because that's the biggest problem to my team. And truth be told, all things considered, my Camerupt is not as important for this team as it may seem, because Bisharp's beaten by Ferrothorn, Togekiss is beaten by Ferrothorn, Hydreigon and Salamence don't really take very much damage in general from a Camerupt. So overall, I don't mind losing my Camerupt. I really do not. I think he just used Return. I wasn't paying attention, but that was the sound effect that I remember hearing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Togekiss, and I'm going to switch into my Ferrothorn. Yeah, I'm going to switch to my Ferrothorn. Yes, yes, yes. I want to keep... Well, actually, I really don't need to keep Camerupt alive too much, because the only thing that I really need it for is Bisharp, and Bisharp, unfortunately, has Sucker Punch, most likely. So he's going to go for the Follow Me, probably expecting... Wait, is he not going to go for Sucker Punch? No, he is going to go for Sucker Punch. Okay. So now this Kangaskhan's basically in a position where he really can't do anything. Right? I really don't think he can. Trick Room's about... It doesn't end this turn, it's going to end next turn. It's going to end next turn. Okay. I'm going to Nightshade the Togekiss. And should I expect a Flamethrower from this Togekiss? We've got Safeguard and Follow Me so far. What else could it be running? Probably an Air Slash or a Dazzling Gleam, that's for sure. One of those two. But is it also running Flamethrower? If I was the Togekiss, I would be running Flamethrower. And I really want to keep my Ferrothorn alive, so what... Actually, I don't think I need to. I can just go for Gyro Ball. Or no, I could just Protect. Let's see what he's going to do. I'm going to Protect. I want to just stall out, see what he's going to do. If he goes for Flamethrower, then we know. If he doesn't, then we know that as well. Now, Kangaskhan didn't attack, so I'm curious. Oh, he might be going for... Okay, Air Slash. So he doesn't have Flamethrower. And he's going to Power Up Punch his own Togekiss. Curiously enough. Okay. I can kind of dig that. I can kind of dig that. But that's actually pretty interesting. So he's at +4 technically, but okay, Trick Room ends. Oh god, Trick Room ends. Okay, so I'm gonna go for Trick Room. And I'm gonna go for Gyro Ball. I'm full health. I'm full health. So I should be able to survive a Power-Up Punch. He's burned, even though he's at +4, so he's only at +2. Power-Up Punch is what, base 40? Base 40 and then 20, so it's really only a base 80 fighting move. I can survive a neutral Kangaskhan low kick, so I think I can survive a +2 Power-Up Punch. You can go for Dizzy Punch. Oh, so Dizzy Punch was the thing that he used. That was a really bad play. I'm not gonna hold that back. That was a very bad play, because if he's relying on the confusion, he's just gonna end up dying here. I didn't need to attack him. And he's gonna Air Slash. Okay, my Dusclops, so that's perfect. If I flinch here, that's okay. I am confused. That is the thing. I am confused. I do hit myself. That's okay, though, because he dies anyway to burn, and I do get my Trick Room up for free. So I'm okay with that. I do not agree with that Dizzy Punch in the least bit. Not only do I not agree with having Dizzy Punch on Kangaskhan to begin with, I don't agree with doing Dizzy Punch there, because even though Power-Up Punch would not have KO'd me, it would have gotten me very, very low. I would have probably been around 20% HP. So now, I'm assuming this Bisharp has Lumberry. If it doesn't have Focus Sash, it most likely has Lumberry. I'm going to drop a Will-O-Wisp just in case, and I'm going to Leech Seed the Bisharp. Sucker Punch won't do anything to me, so if he goes for Sucker Punch, that's good. Nope, he's not going for Sucker Punch. That's unfortunate. So we brought Bisharp and Togekiss are the only ones left. I am confused. Hopefully we can pull through. No, we cannot. That's okay. That is okay. I do still have Gastrodon in the back. He's going to Thunder Wave me, so he doesn't have Flamethrower. Okay, so he's going for the Parac Fusion. That's okay. That is okay. So we got the burn off, so that's okay. We will survive that. And Togekiss is just going to eventually die. It doesn't have any way to stop or heal or anything. So that's good. We still don't really know what this Togekiss's item is. Maybe I haven't been paying attention. Okay, I don't want to Will-O-Wisp. I am going to Pain Split the Bisharp. And I'm again going to go for another Leech Seed and hope for that. It might not happen because I am paralyzed and confused. But, like I said, this Togekiss is about to die anyway, and I have Gastrodon in the back. So, I think this is in the bag for me already. Pain Split will go off. I will get a lot of health back. Knockoff won't do as much damage anymore, unless he has Night Slash, rather. Is he going to just try and kill my Ferrothorn? Oh, okay. I thought he was going to hit my Ferrothorn there. Okay, Togekiss is almost dead. I don't have to even focus it in the least bit. I think I'll go for another Pain Split and go for a hopeful Leech Seed. Actually, you know what? I think I could just finish it off with a Seed Bomb. No, I'm going to go for a Gyro Ball. I think I can just finish it off with a Gyro Ball. So I'm going to go for a Gyro Ball. He hasn't used a single Sucker Punch, so that makes me think, oh my god, that was a really good play! Oh, okay, no it wasn't. No, it is. Oh my god, I got paralyzed. He's going to gain health from that. Is it enough to survive the burn, though? That's the real question. Is it enough? If he survives the burn here, that's actually a really good play. Hey, look at that. But again, it's still pretty much a matter of time. I am going to bring in my Gastrodon here. And again, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the Earth Power onto the Bisharp. I'm going to go for the Gyro Ball. I'm not confused anymore, so it's just a 25% chance to not attack. So that's good. And even if I don't attack, no big deal. So that's game. That's game right there. I don't think he can do anything about that. Earth Power comes off, and we will win. Hopefully. Unless he's like Assault Vest, which I highly doubt he's Assault Vest. I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen a Sucker Punch yet. At all. Not that it matters. The game is over, because we did win that round. But I am surprised we didn't see any Sucker Punches. I think a couple of times it would have been pretty important to get a Sucker Punch off. Either way, though, like I said, you know, I really think Dark Void should not be legal in VGC as long as Darkrai is not legal. Because that just doesn't make much sense to me. But either way, that miss did count. That did matter. But either way, that was a good game. Shout out to the person that I fought. Let me just get his Twitter name so you guys know. At Pokemon Chief. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to catch you guys at the next episode. Peace. Totally forgot to say peace. Peace.